Before we move on completely into fall, I thought it would be fun to talk about some of the beauty products and fragrances that I reached for the most this summer, the things I really enjoyed, whether it was makeup, perfume, body, hair care. I'm going to talk about 10 fragrances and some of those beauty products that I was just loving this summer. Hello, my gorgeous ones. Welcome to Aleisha Budget Beauty. My name is Aleisha. Here on my channel, I love all things affordable fashion, beauty, and fragrance. I do hauls, tutorials, reviews, roundup of seasonal favorites, all sorts of fun stuff. So if that sounds good to you, please subscribe, stick around, be a friend. All right, you guys, this video is actually a collaboration video with my sweet, beautiful, good friend, Heather. We've done a few of these collabs and it had been a while and we were thinking like, what video should we do? And I suggested, hey, let's do like our favorite beauty products. Before we get into all the fall, there's some things I still kind of felt like I didn't get to talk about when it came to the summer products. So you guys, please go check out her channel, go see what her favorite things were that she was using over the summer. And yeah, let's go ahead and get into this because I have quite a few things sitting over here. Now I have 10 fragrances and then the rest are going to be either makeup, a few skincare, a couple of hair care, body care. So I think I'm going to go ahead and start with the fragrance first, just because I know that's the bulk of my viewership are fragrance people. If you don't care about the fragrance and you want to see the makeup stuff or anything after, just skip on over. And then if you're just here for the fragrance, well, you can stop after the 10. All right, so I'm kind of cheating here a little bit because a few of these are new and I got them over the summer. I didn't necessarily use them all summer, but I really wanted to talk about them. And I thought this would be a good opportunity to do it. So let's go ahead and start with one of those. This is Tahdig. This is by Arshan Persia. This is a Persian fragrance house, an indie fragrance house that I happen to really, really love. All three of Jason's fragrances. And he does have a new one coming out that I'm very excited about. It's teased to be this kind of like spooky season, carnival, very, very unique fragrance. Very excited for that. But Tahdig, I brought in over the summertime in the last month. And this is just the most beautiful rice fragrance I've ever smelled. And yes, it's not the most common fragrance note out there. It has become more common. I can't say that I've smelled them all. I've probably smelled, this is probably the 5th one that I ever smelled with rice. But I just think it's so comforting. And what I always say about his fragrances is they really transport me. I feel like, I've said it so many times, it's probably getting old to Jason to hear this, but I feel like I just purchased a really inexpensive passport experience, traveling to another country, experiencing the culture, sitting down at the table with all of the decor and the dishes and the beautiful garments around me that is not what I'm accustomed to smelling and surrounding myself with, which is such a cool experience. And I think that's something that fragrance can do that nothing else can really do for you. It can truly transport you to a different place, a different time, a different culture and country that doesn't cost a ton of money without actually having to purchase a ticket to go there and experience it. That's what a fragrance can do for you. And the rice in here is that Persian basmati rice. Then you have what he says is true, real Persian saffron. So this isn't that kind of saffron that can go almost like medicinal sometimes or be overly sweet. This has such an authentic scent to it. And then there's this buttery, I guess a cord or something in here that doesn't come across too buttery to my nose, which I was thankful for. I'm not really a huge fan of an overly buttery fragrance. This almost smells clean in just like a steamed way, not in a soapy way, but like the steamed rice kind of has that clean mist that permeates the air. That's what I get. I find this to be such a fun experience. I love it so much. I probably won't spend this long on every fragrance or we will be here all day long for this video, but I just really, really love it. The bottle is also adorable. Love this house so much. Okay, next up we have Banana Hammock. This is by Laurel Bath House. And this is Dew Kiss Bergamot Whipped Coconut Sun Baked Teak. This was one of those evenings where I think I was up too late. and it came across, I think, my Instagram feed, the ad for it, and it was like banana hammock. I was like, what is that? It's a fragrance called banana hammock. And it was really cheeky when I went to cheeky. Whenever I went to the website and kind of read, I was like, oh, like they're playing with this. Like they know they're being cheeky. The description on the box sounds all serious, like overlooking like this California sky or something like that. And he's wearing a Speedo. Like it was just really tongue in cheek. And I thought, you know what? I've never tried anything from this house. It sounds like it would be really good, quintessential summer. So I purchased it. And this is, oh my gosh, this is kind of suntan lotiony, major pool vibes. It almost has like a saltiness to the coconut. It's not full on copper tone, and it almost gives off a banana-like quality without smelling like banana. I think it is so fun, and it's so addictive for summer. This also layers really well with other things like Coconut Sun by Seven Virtues. I had my husband smell it on me the first time that I wore it. It was just a summer evening. I think we were grilling outside, and he absolutely loved it. So this was just really, really fun. Got this kind of towards the end of summer, but have been loving it. The next one is not necessarily like a summery fragrance, but it is Letta 22 Orris. You can see I actually have a dent. You guys will probably notice I don't always have a ton of dents in my fragrances. I used to empty bottles, you guys, but I have so much now, and I test so much. I'm constantly sampling. And so therefore I don't put as many dents into my bottles as I would honestly like to. So whenever I see like, ooh, it's got a decent dent, I get excited. This was for most of the summer, especially the first of the summer, this was my bedtime scent. It is the prettiest Orris fragrance. It is cozy and kind of softly woody, very demure, and just every time I would spray it on, it was like, okay, it's nighttime. It's time to go to bed, and I swear I slept better with it. It's elegant. It's like your sweater weather fragrance, but it kind of goes year round. Like this doesn't scream cold weather at all. I think it's just because it is so kind of cozy and relaxing. I would think of sweater weather. So I'm going to continue to wear this. If I want to sleep well, I'm wearing 22 Orris. All right, a fragrance I did use a lot, and I'm actually going to talk about these two together because I did layer them. When we went to Florida back in about mid-June, I took travels and samples only, and two of the travels that I took is House of Oubliette's Guatabea, and then I took Victoria's Secret's Bombshell Santorini, and these layered so beautifully together. I also wore them separately, but these two together are so good. Guatabea is this really silky, smooth coconut, beachy fragrance. It doesn't smell like sunscreen whatsoever. It is almost like a creamy sort of beachy fragrance. It's so beautiful. This one also brings me a lot of comfort, and I wore this on the plane ride home because I was nervous, and that really kind of calmed me down. And then Santorini also, see this dent? Yes, I have one. I did wear this one quite a bit. This one's so pretty by itself. It's really pretty layered. All of these that came out had the peony in the base. And then this one has this kind of fresh vanilla driftwood going on with the peony. I just thought it was my favorite out of all three that came out of the Bombshell Getaway line. Loved it. All right, this is brand new. I don't have a dent. I've only worn it twice. And this is, well, it's not brand new, but it is brand new to me. This is Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Sun. I had never seen this before, never heard anyone talk about it. Obviously, it's a flanker of light blue. Never once seen it. I came across it on Maple Prime. Maple Prime is what it's called, right? I think that's what it's called. And which is a site that I'd never purchased from before. I saw someone talking about it on TikTok saying like, yes, this site is legit. They have some really good deals sometimes. Like, I recommend it, the guy was saying. So I got on there and I was kind of like, I don't want to purchase something expensive. I want to see how the process is in purchasing from the site and not spend too much money just in case. So this was really cheap. I want to say 40 bucks or something like that. And I never heard of it. of the flankers, so I purchased it. The shipping was so fast, came to me, perfect condition, so I do recommend that site. And this is a solar version of light blue or any of the flankers. So it has that tea, but it also has this really bright, sunny solar quality to it. The coconut in it. It is so beautiful. It's the most beautiful flanker. And I love other of the flankers too. I got summer vibes this summer, but this one, Sun, I'm like, where has it been my whole life? It's kind of like if you took Seven Virtues Coconut Sun and mixed it in with Summer Vibes, kind of that sort of. It's so pretty. I love it. And brand new in my collection, but I got it this summer. Okay, this is another one that I didn't get to wear as much as I had planned, but I think it's so interesting. It is 4160 Tuesdays, what I did on my holidays. And this is summertime childhood nostalgia, being at the beach or the pool. You have the element of cotton candy and ice cream, but then there's also a seaweed note in here, which is really interesting. You almost smell your swimsuit in this as well. It is so unique, and all of your memories of childhood summer, if you spent time at either a beach or a pool, all in one. And it, even though it has some like strange, you would think contrasting notes, it works so beautifully. It is such a cool fragrance. I love it so much. I wanted to wear it more, and just I tested so freaking much this summer, so I didn't get to wear it as much as I would like, but the times that I did, I was absolutely in heaven wearing that one. Okay, this is another sort of newer one in my collection that I did just want to talk about in case you guys are interested in it. It is Tous. Is that how you say it? I don't know. Someone can let me know, because people do like to let me know if I mispronounce things, and I'm fine as long as you're respectful. Tous. It is a jewelry company, I believe. UK, I think. I believe UK. It may be French, but anyway, they have fragrances as well that are really inexpensive. Look how freaking cute the little bear cap is. The jewelry will have that same bear on, like necklaces, earrings. So this one is, gosh, what is this one called? This one is Sorbet Garden. And it really kind of smells like that. It is just a really pretty, very springy, I would say, even over summer, but definitely could wear it in the summertime. A springy, bright, almost kind of aquatic peony. I've really, really grown to appreciate peony again in fragrances. And this is like the peony has just fresh rain dripping off of the petals. It does have this kind of almost not smooth milky, not smooth ice creamy, but smooth like a sorbet would be, but like fresh at the same time. And then the peony. It's really, really pretty, and it's really, really cheap. So I didn't get to wear it much, but I thought it was really nice and wanted to share with you guys because it's a great affordable find. And then another one that we have here that was a nice find is Hollywood Sunrise. This is another one that I just by chance came across. I can't even tell you how I found this. And I found it towards the beginning of the summer, or actually I think it was the end of spring, and got it off of Macy's. I think it's 50 bucks for 100 ml. And this is supposed to have guava, coconut, pineapple, and I think I'm leaving out one other fruit in here. It's not banana, but I primarily get a really juicy, tangy pineapple from this. But there's also something almost slightly mysteriously peppery in this. Not overly so whatsoever, but it would be almost like if you have that fresh kind of grilled pineapple off the grill in the summertime, and you've got it on your plate next to like your other, like say you've got the guava on there too. Maybe it's mango that's in here as well. So your kind of summery fruits, and something else on your plate had like a little dash of pepper on it, and it just kind of slightly rubbed against your fruit. That's what this smells like. I thought it was so fun, so bright, really, really good fragrance, thrives in the heat. And then the last fragrance that I think so many people love this summer is Guava Granita by Ellis Brooklyn. This was kind of the scent of the summer. I think when you look at it from the mass appeal point of view, kind of your more mainstream. It just really was a fun, salty, guavy, banana, coconutty fragrance. It smells like a tropical drink, like you just got sprayed with a little ocean mist or pool mist. It just was a really, really quintessential summer fragrance this summer. All right, so that is all of the perfumes, and we're gonna kind of work our way backwards into like the body care that has a scent, and then I'll go into the makeup. So I just emptied this, and this is the Palmer's Cocoa Butter Formula Tahitian Vanilla Body Lotion. Picked this up randomly at Dollar General one day, and I fell in love with this stuff. It is so thick, which my skin really, really needs, and I love this type of vanilla. It smells so good, and this layers amazing with so many things, and it really kind of does change a fragrance too. So like if I would have this on not thinking about it, and I go and spray my perfume, I was like, that smells different than it normally does, and I thought, oh, it's because it's layered with this, and it makes anything coconutty or already vanilla or anything like chocolatey, anything. It just makes it so good. This is a fantastic lotion. I will keep purchasing this 1000%. I absolutely loved it. Then I have the Rare Beauty. This is the hand cream. Now, I have a big gripe about this. I talked about it whenever I was talking about the Rare Beauty perfume. You guys, this is so hard to open. Like if your hands are at all wet, this is not easy, or if your hands are greasy whatsoever. Right now it's not so hard because my hands are really dry. This does not turn easy at all, and all of the Rare Beauty products are supposed to be really easy to use with your hands. This is not, but it smells so good. I love the way this smells. I've never looked up the notes on this, so I just know that it's addictive. I put it on before bed every night. So a lot of times the end of my sleeves, because I sleep in like cardigans and hoodies, even my robe, I get really cold at night, even in the summer. And when I wake up, I can always smell it just right here, where the end of the sleeve rubs on it, and it's so addictive. I wish the perfume smelled like this. I love it. It's just really hard to open. Okay, then this is a soap, but this smell, if this was a perfume, this is Sugared Jasmine by Bath & Body Works, and it is jasmine petals, caramel drizzle, and sea salt. Where's the perfume of this? I don't mean a body spray. I'm not a huge Bath & Body Works body spray person. I keep having people ask me if I'm going to review like the spooky season, and it's just, I have quite a few. I never wear them. They're just not my favorite. Even if they smell good, I'm just not. But if this was a perfume from them, it smells so good. One of the best smelling jasmine anything I've ever smelled. I didn't know it was it at first. I kept like, I would like lean over my sink. I'd be doing my makeup, and I was like, who smells so good? And then I realized it was this right in front of me. Amazing smell. All right, let's do these two. I only have 2 hair care products here. This is the Ceremonia excuse me, Guava Leave-In Conditioner. I don't know what just happened. I swear a fly just like, I felt like something went down my throat. Okay, this is so good. I've already gone through one. I'm at the very end of this one, and then I have another backup waiting. It's amazing. It smells so good. It makes my hair really, really soft. It's my favorite leave-in conditioner ever. I always wanted them to come out with a perfume of this. They have. I haven't purchased it yet, but it's a hair and body perfume at Sephora, and I love the way this smells. Kind of an earthy guava scent. And then the Jisoo. Someone's going to correct me. I know. The honey infused hair oil. I haven't used this too much, but I guess I could probably use it right now. If my ends look kind of fried, and in the summer that happens, you know, you're out in the sun or you get that chlorine in it, and like my ends would just look kind of frayed, I would take just a tiny bit of this and just do this to the ends and smooth them out. And it smells good. All right, just a couple of kind of skincare items here. We have the Revitalift Sunscreen Broad Spectrum SPF 30. This has been a little lifesaver for me. I use this under my chin and my neck area. So not only does it have the SPF in it, and that's probably an area we forget that we need the SPF. I mean, this wrinkles, you know, and as they always say, like your neck and your chest show aging before your face. And I don't really have the wrinkle problem, but I do have the kind of loose skin problem that is my biggest insecurity, is my neck area. And has it completely cured this? No, but it has tightened it quite a bit. I mean, before I started using it, I was trying other things, and this line right here was like hanging. I swear, it was making me crazy. And this has helped so much. And then just the added bonus, I think, is having that SPF. So I love this stuff. I highly recommend it. Used it all summer long. This is my favorite mist spray ever. It is the D'Alba First Spray Serum. It is so hydrating. I love face mists. There's really not many that I don't like out there, but this one is my favorite, and I keep coming back to it, and my skin would feel, you know, kind of like dry from the sun, and I would just spray. Always the first thing that I do in the morning is my eye drops, because my eyes are so red all the time, and then this spray all over my face, and sometimes I'll do it multiple times throughout the day. I love this stuff. This was just a sample I tried, but I really did like it. It is the Glow Screen Golden Hour SPF 40 by Supergoop. It has a really nice tint to it. So it's almost like this built-in glowy bronzer to the SPF. And I used this up this summer and really, really enjoyed it. The rest of the items are makeup items that I noticed I kept gravitating towards this summer. One is the Mingo palette by Divini Beauty. This is an indie brand that I love so much. This came out, I believe, in like around May. And I took this on our vacation as well, and was what I used for blush. So I didn't even take any blushes with me. I just used the pinks in here. They're so perfect as a blush. Yes, this is an eyeshadow palette, but it doubles as a blush palette. I would mix colors. I would do ombre with it, one and done. And then it has gorgeous shimmers in it as well. Just those fun, beachy Miami tones. Love this palette. My most commonly used highlighters all summer long and in general all the time are by Silk Naturals. This is one of those, I just wish I could buy them for everyone and just send them to everyone, and then people would fall in love with them and purchase them themselves. These are the best highlighters. They're loose highlighters. They don't show any texture. They're so glowy. There's fun colors, but these three I use the most. It is Lemon Drop. It is a lemony shade. Bubblegum is the pink shade, and then Glowing. Glowing is the most kind of everyday, almost like a champagne gold color. So not too much on the gold, not too cool toned either, where it's icy. It's perfect. It's a perfect one down the nose, the forehead. Use them all summer long. Now the blush, the actual blushes, not using eyeshadows, that I use the most this summer are these four here. We have the Kosas Hype Blush is Life. And here is what she looks like. Just this baked blush that kind of reminded me of the Milani baked blushes, to be honest. But I just thought this was so pretty on. Kind of gives almost like a blurred effect. Really pretty color. Also the Too Faced Cloud Crush in Candy Clouds. Love this one too. This also gives that sort of airbrushed blurred blush look, and it was a beautiful pink for summertime, that baby pink. This Rare Beauty in Worth, it's the matte bouncy blush, and this one is going to be great for fall as well. But anytime I just kind of wanted that more natural warmth to the skin, I mean, it's not that natural looking, it's pretty pigmented, but that sort of like brick bronzed orangey tone, that one, love it. And then more orangey tone than that is the Give Beauty Feeling Cheeky Amplifying Blush Duo in Flirty Talk. I love this combo so much. These are really pretty by themselves, but the ombre of this is so pretty. So if you go in with this deeper kind of tangerine peach right here, and then you go with the little bit lighter shade, and I think it has even like a little bit of a sheen to it. I don't know if it'll show up on camera, but it has just like a little bit of a, not a shimmer, but a sheen to it. If you fill that in the inner portion of the cheek, it's so pretty. I love this one for summer. All right, the complexion products that I used the most as far as liquid complexion products, this Rimmel Multitasker Better Than Filters. This is in, what shade are you? Fairlight. Fairlight. This has been compared, I know, to the Charlotte Tilbury, and I don't really know. I've actually never used that one, surprisingly. I'm just not a big Charlotte Tilbury. I know, blasphemy. And my girl Heather loves Charlotte Tilbury. We can differ, and it is okay, and we can still be besties. This gives a beautiful glow to the face. It's not enough for just this and done for my skin. I have to have more coverage in this, but I would use this before I would go in with foundation. The two foundations I used the most is the Smashbox Always On Skin Balancing Foundation with hyaluronic acid and apatogens. And then the One Size Turn Up the Base Full Beat Liquid Foundation. So I used a different shade than this. It is empty. So this is a different shade. This is medium 20. And I think medium 10 is the one that I used up. And then this Smashbox, this is like my perfect shade. It is L20N, and I've been using this one like crazy. I wore this all vacation long in Florida. It held up in the heat. It gives a very natural look to the skin. It can build up to almost full coverage. Same thing with the One Size. They're like two of my absolute favorite foundations that I don't think get enough credit. Then I use this baby up all summer long. This is the Powder Melt Glass Setting Spray. Oh my gosh, the mister on this was so fine, and it would feel so good, and it would give this real glassy look to the skin. Did make my skin pretty shiny, which I don't mind. I'm not sure how the oily skin girls really like this, but a dry skin girl loves this. I wanted that like summer dewy, but not greasy glow. All right, what we have left are the lip products that I used a lot this summer. So the DD Signature, the lip kits, I have 3 of them. I would love to have all the shades because they're so good. But this peach one I used quite a bit. So peach liner, and then the peach, it's like a really opaque gloss, or almost like a shiny sort of creamy liquid lipstick. And I got so many compliments. Every time I would wear that duo, people asked what I was wearing. These CoverGirl Clean Fresh SPFs, loved these because they're like little balms with quite a bit of pigment here. But they have SPF, which by the pool, if I wanted something more than just, you know, just like a plain lip, these would give a pretty hue and protect the lips, and they weren't like really drying or anything. So loved those. These are just some of my forever favorite lip products. Actually, all 3 of these. The Clarins Lip Perfector, love these. And I loved these shades specifically. So 07, 06, and actually also 01. These are the ones I probably used the most this summer. They plump the lips without being a plumper. I don't know how they do it. It's like they have some sort of multi-dimensional, I think like crystal or something in it, but they're not like sparkly. They just plump and shine and are so beautiful on the lips. Then the Glimmer Glosses by Revlon I love, and this is the shade Hot Honey, and it's just a really beautiful bright orangey pink, perfect for summertime. And then the Clean Fresh Yummy Lip Plumper. These do give like a little bit of a tingle, but it's a colder tingle and kind of mentholy, not like a hot tingle. It doesn't feel like they're on fire. It feels like they're just really, really cold. And this shade was fun if I wanted something kind of like warm and glowy on the lips. But that's it, you guys. Those are the main fragrances and products that I used all summer long, or that I maybe acquired into my collection this summer that I wanted to talk about. Again, please go watch Heather's video. I thank her for doing this with me. Let me know some of your favorite fragrances and beauty products this summer. And as always, have fun shopping, budget shopping, and smelling and looking fabulous. Bye!